All right, Aaron Rodgers says this reminds him of his Super Bowl team. No one knows that team better than Ryan Clark, who played them in that Super Bowl. Why are you shaking your head like that, RC?
Why do they do it to you, man?
Boy, because Aaron Rodgers is lying. I'm talking about lying. Like, I'm talking about he is the Lion King, a weem away. Like, I don't even know. Listen, I played that team. One, Aaron Rodgers is still really, really good. Probably not the same. There was this dude named Jordy Nelson who, if you ran up on him the wrong way, you was finna get ran by. And then there was a guy named Greg Jennings. Oh, yeah, he was a Pro Bowler too. Oh, on the other side, Nick Collins, who would have been a Hall of Famer if not for a neck injury. The dude that got the pick six that really put that team up. Yeah, he was there. Clay Matthews, the guy, got the fumble on Rashard Mendenhall. Yeah, he not there neither. Then there was Tremont Williams. Oh, Charles Woodson played on that team. Is there a Charles Woodson in Green Bay, period? I mean, just in Wisconsin as a whole, is there, not on the team, just period, as a whole, is there a Charles Woodson in that city? Absolutely not. And so, is this team okay? Absolutely. Is this team even good? Absolutely. They ain't that team. They aren't Super Bowl favorites like I felt like they were coming into the playoffs. Matter of fact, they were a wild card team, and I'm going to say this. You normally do not watch the game before you go out and play. The TVs are on, but you aren't really focusing. We're playing in the AFC Championship after Chicago and Green Bay, and we're watching the game for one reason. We were cheering for the Bears. We wanted Jay Cutler because we would have had another Super Bowl ring. We didn't want that Aaron Rodgers team to win. I would not be scared of this Aaron Rodgers team.
Yeah, it's interesting. Charles Woodson was the Defensive Player of the Year that year, so there was all of that. So, Sacho, I guess the question is, as you watch this year's Packers, do they look like a Super Bowl team to you?
They don't. They look like a team that can get to the NFC Championship and lose. And that's kind of what I see. And the reason I say that is Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback. There's no arguing what he is and who he is. But the team around him, you look at the teams that are also in the NFC. The Tampa Bay roster is a much better roster, right? Arizona Cardinals, roster-wise, you could say a better roster. Aaron Rodgers individually, talk about, okay, I own the Bears, right? But then who owns you when it comes to NFC Championship games? And so, yes, the Packers are one of the top 5 teams in the NFC. When it comes to winning a Super Bowl, I don't think they're that team.
You have their game this week, Graziano.
I do.
They're playing Washington. What are your thoughts as you are talking to people about them?
Yeah, everybody should listen to that game on ESPN Radio. They have an especially handsome trivia expert as the sideline reporter this week. But no, I think Green Bay needs to dominate this game, right? I mean, Washington is in a very bad place right now. They're banged up. They're not playing well on either side of the ball. And this is a game, if you are a Super Bowl contending team, which Green Bay wants to be, obviously Aaron Rodgers trying to speak that into existence, you have to push around a team like Washington. So I think if Green Bay struggles to win this game, like they did a couple weeks ago in Cincinnati, not that Cincinnati's a bad team, but you understand what I'm saying, I think then we have reason to wonder. At some point, I think those injuries on the back end catch up with them. But I don't think it's this week. And if it is, then I think there's alarm bells going off.
All right, so the Packers get a win here. They'd be 6-1, which is a nice place to be.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.